A warm afternoon turned into a nightmare. Lauren Mitchell had spent the past 6 years turning her Newport Beach house into something out of a dream, a sanctuary, a symbol of her independence, and the greatest proof of her hard work. She still remembered the day she bought it, a rundown, abandoned foreclosure property. The old owners had let it rot, but she saw potential. After years of grueling 16-hour workdays as a real estate consultant and designer, Lauren finally had a place of her own. Every nail, every coat of paint, every renovation was her work, which is why the frantic call from her mother that afternoon had her racing back home, heart pounding. "Lauren, you need to come home now. It's a family emergency." Her mother, Carol, never sounded this urgent. Was it her dad? An accident? A health scare? Lauren didn't even think twice before grabbing her purse and speeding down the Pacific Coast Highway.
Chame.
The shocking discovery. Lauren's fingers were still shaking when she pushed open the front door to her beach house. She expected chaos, maybe paramedics, a crying mother, a desperate father. Instead, she walked in to find her younger sister, Avery, lounging in her living room, casually twirling Lauren's house keys around her manicured fingers. Lauren's breath caught. The place was filled with fabric swatches, floral arrangements, seating charts. An entire wedding planning session was happening right in front of her eyes. Avery turned to her with a dazzling smile, completely unfazed. "This beach house is perfect for my wedding." Lauren's heart slammed against her ribs. She barely heard anything else after that. The rage that followed was instant, hot, and blinding. "I'm sorry, what?" she snapped, stepping further into the house. Avery simply laughed, a light, dismissive laugh that made Lauren's blood boil even more. "Oh, come on, Lo, don't act surprised. You know this house is the perfect wedding venue. Ethan's mother is obsessed with beachfront properties. And I thought, well, we all thought, what better place than here?" She gestured around like she was already the owner. Lauren glanced at her parents standing awkwardly near the kitchen island. Their silence was deafening. Her father, Charles Mitchell, always the businessman, always the mediator, cleared his throat. "Sweetheart, we know this is sudden, but hear your sister out." Lauren turned on him so fast he actually took a step back. "Dad, what is she talking about? This is my house." Her mother, Carol, stepped forward, wringing her hands. "Lauren, honey, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for Avery. The Prescotts are practically California royalty. This wedding could open doors for all of us." Lauren laughed bitterly. "Oh, I see. All of us? Or just her?" Avery rolled her eyes, spinning the keys faster around her fingers. "Oh my God, Lo, you are so dramatic. It's not like we're stealing your house. We're just using it for the wedding. It's one day. You'll live." Lauren wanted to throw something. "Using it? Using it? Avery, this is not a rental property. This is my home. I bought it. I restored it. I live here." Avery sighed like she was dealing with a petulant child. "Lo, please, stop being so selfish. Do you know how important this is for our family?" Lauren's head snapped back. "For our family or for you?" Avery just smiled, the same smug, entitled smirk she'd worn since they were kids. "Same thing." Lauren turned to her parents, waiting for them to say something, anything in her defense. Nothing. Her father, ever the businessman, finally spoke, but what he said made her blood run cold. "Lauren, we spoke to our lawyer. Since we helped you with the down payment, we technically have some rights to the house." Lauren's jaw clenched. Ice filled her veins. "I'm sorry. What?" Her father hesitated, just for a moment. It was the only crack in his confidence. But Avery jumped in, smiling wider than ever. "Oh, come on, Lo. You didn't think you could afford a place like this all on your own, did you?" Lauren felt her stomach drop. Her mother placed a hand on her arm, as if trying to calm her down. "Sweetheart, don't think of it like we're taking the house away. It's just for the wedding, and maybe a few weeks before, just for preparations. You know how these things go. You can stay in your old room at home." Lauren snatched her arm away. "No!" Avery's face darkened. "Lauren!" Lauren stormed toward the front door and swung it open. "Get out, all of you, now!" For the first time, Avery looked genuinely taken aback. "Oh, come on, Lo. You're embarrassing yourself. This is happening whether you like it or not." Her voice was sweet, dripping with confidence. "Ethan's mother already has her heart set on this place. The wedding planner is coming tomorrow to finalize the setup. The tent, the catering, everything. We're thinking a white tie affair, probably around 300 guests." Lauren was shaking. "Avery, I swear to God, if anyone sets foot on my property without my permission..." Avery just smiled. "You'll what? Call the police?" Lauren met her gaze, her voice deadly calm. "Yes, I will." Avery scoffed. "God, you're so selfish. This is why you're still single, you know. Always thinking about yourself." Before Lauren could even process that low blow, she heard it. The distinct sound of a key turning in her back door. She spun around just in time to see Ethan Prescott, Avery's fiancé, casually walking in through the back, holding a new set of keys. And behind him, a tall woman in a sleek, expensive black suit strode in, carrying a tablet. Avery's face lit up. "Perfect timing! Margaret, meet my sister Lauren. She was just leaving." Lauren's eyes locked on Ethan holding the keys. "How the hell did you get those?" Avery just shrugged. "Oh, I had copies made this morning. You know, for the vendors, the caterers, the decorators." She waved a hand dismissively. "The locksmith was very understanding when I told him it was for my wedding." Lauren's body went cold. "You forged my signature to get copies of my keys?" Avery sighed. "Lo, stop being so dramatic. It's a family property, and I'm family." Lauren felt her heart pounding in her ears. She didn't scream. She didn't break anything. Instead, she walked straight out the door, got in her car, and drove away. Avery thought she had won. She had no idea what was coming next. The locks have been changed. Lauren barely slept that night. She had driven around Newport Beach for hours, trying to calm the roaring storm in her chest, but no matter how much she tried to rationalize it, one fact remained crystal clear. Her own family had stolen her house. The thought boiled her blood. By the time the sun peeked over the Pacific, she had already decided she was getting her house back. She pulled into her driveway just after 8 a.m., ready to confront Avery and demand the keys back. But the moment she stepped onto the porch, her stomach dropped. The locks were changed. Lauren's hand tightened around her key as she jammed it into the front door. It didn't turn. A sick, sinking feeling crawled up her spine. No way. She tried again, harder. Nothing. Her pulse pounded in her ears. They wouldn't have, would they? Her grip tightened as she rang the doorbell, barely containing the fury simmering beneath her skin. For a moment, silence. Then, the door swung open. Avery stood there, dressed in a silky white robe, holding a mimosa in one hand. Her face lit up in mock delight. "Oh, Lo, you're back. Perfect timing. We were just discussing where to put the dance floor." Lauren's breath hitched. Beyond Avery, the inside of her house was barely recognizable. Decorators, wedding planners, and caterers swarmed the space. Lush, white floral arrangements cluttered the room. A team of contractors was measuring her living room walls, discussing which ones to knock down for a better flow. A blonde woman in an expensive pantsuit was scrolling through a wedding venue presentation on her tablet. And sitting on her couch, legs spread out like he owned the place, was Ethan Prescott. Lauren saw red. She pushed past Avery and marched inside, voice shaking with fury. "What the hell is going on in my house?" The blonde wedding planner turned, startled. "Oh, you must be the property manager," she said brightly. Lauren's jaw clenched so hard it hurt. "Excuse me?" Avery sighed dramatically. "Oh, don't freak out. I just told her you were handling some final details for us. You know, making sure everything goes smoothly for the wedding." Lauren's hands curled into fists. "Avery, this is my house." Her sister laughed, sipping her mimosa. "Oh, Lo, that's just a technicality at this point." Lauren took a deep, steadying breath. "Where are my keys?" Avery smirked, pulling them out of her robe pocket and tossing them in the air. "Oops, guess you won't be needing these anymore." That was it. Lauren snatched the keys midair, but before she could storm out, her father's voice cut through the room. "Lauren, enough." She froze. Her parents were standing in the doorway, her mother avoiding eye contact. Her father crossing his arms, wearing his business mode expression. Lauren knew that look all too well. It was the same one he wore in corporate boardrooms, right before he crushed someone's last hope of negotiation. "We already spoke to our lawyer," Charles Mitchell said. "And the reality is, you can't stop this wedding from happening here." Lauren's breath hitched. "Excuse me?" "Your mother and I helped you buy this house, Lauren. Since we co-signed your mortgage, we have certain rights." "No, you don't!" Lauren exploded, cutting him off. Her father actually blinked in shock. "I bought this house outright. There is no mortgage. I have the deed, and my name is the only one on it." For the first time, she saw a flicker of doubt cross her father's face. But before he could say anything, Avery swooped in. "Oh, don't be ridiculous," she said, rolling her eyes. "Everyone knows you couldn't afford a house like this on your own. You're just a real estate consultant, Lo." Lauren snapped her gaze to her sister. "A real estate consultant who runs a successful business and owns 3 properties in this state." Avery didn't even flinch. Sure, whatever. But the point is, this house has always been a family property, and now it's serving its true purpose." She gestured dramatically. "A Prescott wedding, 300 guests, a full white tie affair. It's going to be absolutely breathtaking." Lauren felt her stomach churn. Avery actually believed this. She genuinely thought she had won. And the worst part? Their parents were letting her do it. Her mother stepped forward hesitantly. "Sweetheart, let's not escalate things. Just take a deep breath." Lauren stared at her mother like she'd never seen her before. "You want me to just accept this?" she said, voice barely above a whisper. Carol bit her lip. "It's just for the wedding, honey. Think of it as a way to support your sister." Lauren let out a sharp, bitter laugh. "Support my sister? By letting her steal my house?" Her mother flinched. "It's not stealing, Lauren. It's just trespassing." The room fell dead silent. Avery's smirk wavered, just for a second. Lauren turned, stepping toward the front door. "Anyone who sets foot on this property again without my permission, I will call the police." Avery snorted. "Oh, please, you wouldn't do that." Lauren's lips curled into a slow, cold smile. "You sure about that?" Avery blinked. Lauren walked out without another word. She didn't yell. She didn't argue. She didn't beg. Instead, she got into her car, drove straight to her office, and pulled out every single document related to the purchase of her home. That's when she found it. The title insurance policy. She had almost forgotten about it. But now, reading through the terms, a slow smile spread across her face. Avery had no idea what she had just started. Lauren picked up her phone and dialed. "Hi, this is Lauren Mitchell. I need to report a potential title issue with my property." Lauren's plan begins. Lauren had never felt this level of rage before, not even when she found out Avery stole her clothes and sold them in high school. Not even when Avery spread rumors that got Lauren dumped right before prom. This was next-level betrayal, but Lauren wasn't a child anymore. She wasn't about to scream and throw a tantrum like Avery always did when things didn't go her way. She was going to be smart. She was going to be strategic. She was going to ruin Avery's entire plan. Lauren tapped her fingers on her desk as her title insurance agent, Melissa Vaughn, picked up the phone. "Title Insurance of California, this is Melissa speaking." "Hi, Melissa. This is Lauren Mitchell. I need to report a potential title issue with my property." A pause. "Can you clarify?" Lauren leaned back in her chair, a smirk forming. "Someone is falsely claiming rights to my house, making unauthorized changes, and attempting to use it as a commercial venue without my consent. I believe this is a violation of my title protection." Silence. Then Melissa's tone shifted, sharper, more professional. "That is a very serious claim, Ms. Mitchell. Do you have documentation to prove sole ownership?" Lauren grinned. "Oh, I have everything. The auction paperwork, the deed, the permits, everything. And I'd love to send it over." Melissa exhaled. "Send it immediately. If this is what it sounds like, we're going to have to put a legal hold on the property until the dispute is resolved." "Perfect," Lauren said smoothly. "Chattes." Vendors start dropping out. The next morning, chaos erupted at the beach house. Lauren woke up to a dozen missed calls from Avery, each voicemail angrier than the last. By the time Lauren finished her morning coffee, her phone rang again. She picked up casually. "Lauren, what the hell did you do?" Avery's shrill voice screeched. Lauren smirked. "Good morning, Avery. Sleep well?" "Don't play games with me," Avery snapped. "The wedding planner just called. She said all vendor contracts are on hold because of some legal complication. The caterer, the decorators, the tent company, they're all backing out." Lauren swirled her coffee. "Oh, wow, that's rough. Wonder what happened." "You happened!" Lauren chuckled, leaning against her kitchen counter. "I told you, Avery, this is my house, and since you clearly don't respect boundaries, I had to get legal protection involved. Turns out, when someone tries to claim ownership of a property they don't own, it's called fraud." Silence. For the first time, Avery sounded shaken. "Lauren, you don't understand. Ethan's family expects this wedding to happen at the beach house. His mother is already telling people—" Lauren cut her off. "Not my problem." Avery screamed in frustration before hanging up. Lauren smiled to herself. Round one, hers. Chapillonnet. The lockdown order and trespassing warning. By noon, Lauren got a confirmation email from her title insurance company. The house was now officially under legal protection. Any attempted changes, rental agreements, or unauthorized use would be considered property fraud. Trespassers could face legal action. Lauren forwarded the email to her lawyer, Mark Donovan. Within the hour, Mark sent a legal cease and desist notice directly to Avery, her parents, and Ethan Prescott's family. By 3 p.m., the first victory came. Lauren received a text from Mark. "Avery and Ethan tried to override your property hold by contacting a different legal firm. It backfired. Their lawyer just advised them to walk away from the house before things escalate into an actual lawsuit." Lauren laughed out loud. Oh, Avery wasn't walking away from anything yet. She still thought she could win. Lauren? She was just getting started. The next attack, public humiliation. That night, Lauren attended a charity gala in Newport Beach, not because she cared about socializing, but because she knew Avery would be there. Lauren walked in wearing a sleek black dress, looking effortlessly powerful. She immediately spotted Avery across the ballroom, standing beside Ethan and his high society family. Avery was smiling, chatting, acting like nothing was wrong. Lauren smiled. Perfect. She walked straight up to Lillian Prescott, Ethan's mother. "Mrs. Prescott, how lovely to see you again," Lauren said sweetly. The older woman turned, surprised. "Lauren, what a pleasure. I was just telling some friends about your beautiful home. Avery tells me it's going to be the most stunning venue for the wedding." Lauren tilted her head. "Oh, that's interesting because it's not." Avery's entire body stiffened. Mrs. Prescott blinked. I beg your pardon?" Lauren flashed her best professional smile. "Avery never actually had my permission to use the house. In fact, she tried to steal it. And now there's a legal dispute, which means no wedding, no venue, and definitely no Prescott family event at my beach house." Gasps. Lauren could practically hear Avery's soul leaving her body. Mrs. Prescott slowly turned to Avery, her expression unreadable. "Is this true?" Avery's eyes were wide with panic. "Mom, wait, I can explain." Lauren patted her shoulder, mock sympathy dripping from her voice. "Good luck with that." Then she turned, strutting away, leaving Avery to crash and burn. Lauren's next move. That night, Lauren received another text from her lawyer. "Prescott family just withdrew funding from the wedding. Ethan's parents are furious." Lauren grinned. Avery's losing everything. "Want to go for the knockout punch?" Lauren texted back immediately. "Oh, absolutely." Avery's last desperate attempt. Avery had lost control. The vendors pulled out. The Prescott family cut their funding. The legal cease and desist order was in full effect. And now, Ethan was avoiding her calls. Lauren, however, wasn't done yet. She wanted Avery to feel the weight of what she had done. So when she got a text from her lawyer, Mark, she knew it was time to strike. "Mark, Avery and your parents are demanding a meeting. They think they can reason with you. Should I stall?" Lauren: "No, let's end this." The meeting at the law office. Lauren walked into Donovan and Associates like she owned the damn building. Because today, she did. Inside the conference room, her father, Charles, sat stiffly beside her mother, Carol. Avery was there too, her makeup flawless, but her expression screamed desperation. And then there was Ethan. He stood in the corner, arms crossed, watching everything unfold. Lauren could tell. He was here for answers. Good. Her lawyer, Mark Donovan, sat beside her, calm and collected. "Shall we begin?" he asked. Charles cleared his throat. "Lauren, we all know this has escalated more than necessary. Surely there's a way to settle this without taking legal action." Lauren smiled coldly. "There already is. Avery withdraws all claims, returns every stolen deposit, and publicly admits what she did." Avery gasped. "Publicly? Are you insane?" Lauren didn't flinch. "You tried to steal my house. You forged my signature. You booked vendors under my name. You committed fraud. So yes, Avery, the least you can do is own up to it." Her father sighed, shaking his head. "Sweetheart, don't you think you're being too harsh? Avery was just—" Lauren slammed a folder onto the table. Everyone jumped. "I was just what, Dad?" she snapped. She opened the folder, pulling out document after document. The forged vendor contracts under her name, the fake co-signing agreement her father claimed existed, the $50,000 in stolen deposits Avery had collected. Lauren stared straight at her sister. "You didn't just try to steal my house. You tried to turn it into a wedding scam." Silence. Ethan's face hardened. "What is she talking about?" he demanded, turning to Avery. Avery's lip trembled. "Ethan, I was going to fix it." Lauren leaned forward. "You mean like how you were going to fix the money you took from vendors? The ones now threatening to sue you for fraud?" Avery froze. Ethan's jaw clenched. "You used my family name for a scam," he hissed. Avery grabbed his hand. "Baby, listen." Ethan jerked away. "Don't call me that." Her mother finally spoke. "Lauren, please. There's no need to take this to court. This is a family matter." Lauren stared at her. "No, Mom. This is a legal matter." Her mother looked away. Lauren turned to Mark. "What happens if we move forward with the fraud complaint?" Mark didn't even hesitate. Avery could be looking at criminal charges. Avery let out a choked sob. Her father paled. Her mother grabbed Avery's hand. "Lauren, please!" Lauren stood, smoothing out her blazer. "You have one option." She pulled out a final document. "Avery signs this, returning every stolen deposit and admitting to the fraud. In exchange, I won't press criminal charges." Avery stared at the paper like it was a death sentence. "You want me to admit it? Publicly?" she whispered. Lauren nodded. "Take it or leave it." Avery's hands shook. She turned to Ethan, desperate. "Baby, tell her this is crazy. You can't seriously be okay with this." Ethan stepped back. "You lied to me. You lied to my family. You almost ruined my career." And he shook his head. "We're done, Avery." Avery let out a strangled cry. Lauren slid the pen across the table. "Sign it, Avery, or get ready for court." Tears streamed down Avery's perfectly contoured face. Then, with a shaking hand, she grabbed the pen and signed. It was over. The final blow, Avery's fall from grace. The aftermath hit fast. Avery had to refund every stolen deposit. She was banned from Lauren's property. Permanently. Ethan's family cut all ties, canceling the wedding completely. And the worst part for Avery? Lauren leaked the story. Within 24 hours, every elite circle in Newport Beach was whispering about her scandal. Avery was finished. Lauren, she won. Final scene, the sweetest revenge. 1 week later, Lauren sat on her beach house porch, watching the sunset. A soft breeze carried the scent of the ocean, warm and calming. Her phone buzzed, a text from her father. "We should have believed in you, Lauren. We're sorry." Lauren stared at it for a long moment. Then she deleted it. No response. Not today. She had a life to enjoy. Her home was finally hers again. And this time, no one was ever taking it from her. Avery's life falls apart. Lauren wasn't sure what satisfaction would feel like when this was all over. Would she feel powerful? Would she feel vindicated? Or would she feel nothing at all? She got her answer 2 weeks later. It started with a text from Sophia, her best friend. Sophia, OMG, check the society page. You are going to love this. Lauren raised a brow, clicking the link. And there it was. Socialite Avery Mitchell's wedding scandal. A family betrayal unravels. A full 3-page spread. Details about her fraud, the failed wedding, how Ethan's family had cut her off, and best of all, how she was now facing multiple vendor lawsuits. Lauren let out a slow, satisfied breath. Her plan had worked better than she ever imagined. The Prescott family's final decision. 3 days later, Lauren received an unexpected call. The caller ID, Lillian Prescott, Ethan's mother. Lauren hesitated, then picked up. Mrs. Prescott, this is unexpected. Lauren, the older woman's voice was calm but cool. I wanted to personally apologize for the way my family treated you. If I had known Avery was lying about the house, we would never have gotten involved. Lauren leaned back in her chair. I appreciate that, but let's be honest. You didn't care as long as the venue was perfect. A beat of silence. Then, a quiet chuckle. Fair enough. But we've since made things right. We've cut ties with Avery. Ethan has also decided to move forward with legal action against her. Lauren's brow lifted. He's suing her? For damages and reputation harm. He wants nothing to do with her, and I can't say I blame him. Lauren smiled. Smart man. Indeed. Another pause. Well, I won't take up any more of your time, Lauren, but I will say this. If you ever decide to rent your home for an event, the Prescott family would be willing to pay very generously. Lauren laughed. Not a chance, Mrs. Prescott, but thanks for the offer. She hung up. And for the first time in weeks, she felt weightless. The parents' weak apology. Lauren knew the moment was coming. Her parents had been too quiet since the legal battle ended, and finally, it happened. One evening, as she sipped wine on her porch, her father's name popped up on her phone. She let it ring twice before answering. Lauren, her father's voice was hesitant. Dad, we owe you an apology. Lauren exhaled, swirling her wine. Yes, you do, her mother's voice chimed in. We were wrong to take Avery's side. We just thought that she was more important than me? Silence. Her father cleared his throat. We just thought she needed help more. But we never should have let it go this far. I let my pride get in the way. Lauren stared at the ocean. She should have felt relief, but all she felt was exhaustion. You didn't just let it go too far, Dad. You tried to steal my home. You watched Avery lie, and instead of stopping her, you enabled her. Her mother sighed. We just want our family back, honey. Lauren let out a soft, humorless laugh. Mom, you want your version of family back, the one where Avery gets everything and I clean up her mess. More silence. That's never happening again. I love you both, but I am done being the daughter you put last. Her father sighed heavily. We understand, and we're sorry, Lauren, truly. She didn't answer. She wasn't ready to forgive them. Maybe someday, but not today. I need to go. Have a good night, Dad. She hung up, and just like that, she felt free. Avery's pathetic attempt to make amends. 1 month later, Lauren received a single text from Avery. Avery, Mom says you're still mad. When are you going to grow up and put family first? Lauren stared at the message. Then she deleted it without responding. Some people, they never change. But she had. She was done playing Avery's game. 1 year later, a new beginning. It had been exactly 1 year since the wedding fiasco, and Lauren had never been happier. Her house, fully restored, her business, thriving, Her personal life? Finally peaceful. To celebrate, she hosted a small dinner party at her beach house, surrounded by friends who actually valued her. As the sun dipped into the horizon, Sophia leaned over. "So, what's next for you, Miss Destroyed My Sister's Wedding and Became a Legend?" Lauren laughed. "Honestly, I'm just enjoying life, and the fact that no one is trying to steal my damn house." Sophia grinned. "Cheers to that." They clinked glasses, and as Lauren looked around, seeing only people who truly cared for her, she finally felt at peace. Her home was safe, her life was hers again, and this time, no one was ever taking it from her.